Hello, welcome, welcome. Um, if you don't know me already, my name is Tracy, and I am doing my junk journaling series on Friday mornings. Good morning, Yvette. And today I thought that I would use my Whopper box as a cover, and I've been collecting recipes on Pinterest, bread recipes. So I thought I'd make a little book. I mean, not on Pinterest, on Instagram, because I don't always want to try and keep my phone on or, electrically try and do a recipe. I like to have it written down. And I have a ton of cookbooks, but I want to do specialty and maybe breads and Christmas candies or something like that. So we're going to go with a Christmas theme. And I've taken out scraps. I'm only going to use scraps, envelopes, just scraps, junk, because it's a junk journal, right? But I'm also going to use some of my tea-dyed papers, so I have places to write down those recipes. Good morning, Lori. And so I've already measured this out, how big because I'm going to have to Frankenstein some papers together, how wide it needs to be by how tall it needs to be. And I think I'll do 3 little signatures because there's not a whole ton. Also, sometimes on Instagram when you save something, it disappears on you. So I was looking at this envelope here to start out with, and I need it to be 7.5 by 6 1/8. So I thought that I would take, let's get a couple of these. Let's get another clean one. Thought I'd stick these together like so and make that a pocket page. And yet these actually have peel off sticky, but I'm not going to trust that because they've been through coffee dye and it's not, well, it is still pretty sticky. Hey, Paula. Hey, Bethany. So I'm going to make my first page like that. And I'm going to do all the pages and then I'll do the cover. Let's see here. We'll say, please come out, little glue. Come out and play. And it doesn't have to be exactly as wide, but see, this has the sticky on it too. I'm not going to worry about, well, I'm not going to worry about that right this second. I'm going to go ahead and stick this down. And then when it's folded, I'm going to obviously have to trim some off. It's going to be still a little on the wide side. Let's see if I can scooch this down a little bit more. Kind of just stick it inside. My hands don't want to work this morning. We're about to have a weather change, so it happens. Let's stick that in. Get in there. Get in there. And then stick this down. And that should be still a little on the wide side. I guess, yeah, I can't have it sticking out. I don't want it sticking out. So I'm just going to trim. Morning, Jim. Bow making for your big craft fair tomorrow. Oh, how fun. I wish I could people. I would love to do a craft fair. Now, what did I say? This needs to be 6 1/8. So go. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Well, sort of. 6 1/8. I have my little measure goes all the way to 7 and almost a half. 7 3/8. And then I need it to be widthwise. I need it to be 3 3/4. So we'll just cut that part off and just Frankenstein things together here. So that's going to give me a couple of pocket pages. I'll just glue those right back down. Oh no, Yvette, I can't have you continue to go through all you're going through, girl. It's too much. You are one strong lady. Go ahead and peel that sticky off. Wait a minute, maybe I didn't want to do that. No, I didn't. Okay, too late. No problem. Just glue that. That's already glued down, so we're fine there. Because I want to glue them around here. Let's cut that mess off of there. Well, let's see if I can peel it off without ripping anything. I doubt it. Yeah. Come on. All right, there we go. That's better. I know. I don't know. It's been that way too for a couple of years. It feels like, okay, please bring on the next year because I'm sick of this one. So I'll do the top and do the side. I can stick like little quick recipes um, in there. And for instance, I had a family cookbook and I gave it to my son and his wife for a wedding gift. And but it had my Ebel skivers recipe in it. And I want to make some, and now every time I want to make them, I have to call him because I write it down just on a random piece of paper, and you guys know how it goes with those random pieces of paper. They just disappear. So, all the way down. There's a page. So the pages all need to be about this big, and I'll make some that are tabbed, and that I don't mind if the tabs stick out a little bit. And this could have gone a little bit longer, but it's okay. No biggie, no big a deal. All right, let's grab a scrap here. These are some scraps from my last Christmas journal I made. So let's see. Let's cut this down to 7.5 ish. 7.5. We're just going ish on that. And it should be 6 1/8. And then if I fold it in half, it should fit just right. This thing is really frustrating me. It keeps coming loose. I tighten it back up and it does tighten back up, but it just keeps coming loose. It didn't used to do that. Let's tighten that back up here. So I keep this little tool handy so I can find it. Okay. There's another page. And what I can do on these pages is I can either put pockets and throw recipes in, or I can, just glue some paper. Just get these little signatures put together. And let's see here. I got a lot of envelopes. What can we do with this silly orange one? um, all right, let's first of all glue it together. And see if I fold it in half. And then I can cut that down. It's almost exactly the right height, so that's cool. It needs to be 3 3/4. So I'm in full-on prep mode, getting everything ready for winter. Now these can be just pockets that open to the outside. So let us put a, not this one, grab the 1 inch, 1.5. Let us put a, well, actually, I'm thinking here, friends. Let's turn this the other way. I'm going to put a thumb notch on the inside, and I think I'll put a tab on the outside. Trying to find the middle when you've got that window there is difficult. Excuse me. It's supposed to get really cold here, and I'm excited. I've got a sourdough starter going, and I need a tab, something to cut some tabs with. Let's see here. Where is my little tab cutter? You guys have 9,000 punches and have to dig through them every time you need something? Let's find a colorful piece of paper here. One of the scraps. Da, 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 da. Morning, Peggy. Morning, Jana. I think I want the little polka dots. I'm just going to follow where I punched and cut that out. Okay. Maybe, can you hear my printer going? And I want to put this right across there so it kind of reinforces that plasticky edge. Da, 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 Get it as straight as I can for a person that's me. Well, I didn't think about that. I've got the thumb notch on the other side. So I'll just use a single tab and put one here. Oh, come on. Make sure it's nice and even on there. Oops, come on, stop moving on me. Like I said, my hands don't really want to work this morning. Silly little hands. Okay. You guys, wait till you see. I mean, stop. Look at these. That's Art House Whimsy. Can't help it, man. Look at Scotty Dog. I love it. Um, so those are Art House Whimsy. These are Art House Whimsy, and these are, you know, specific to winter, specific to Christmas. And I thought this would be a good cover because it's food or pretend food. Some really cute stuff here, though. So I'm going to need a couple of little, I'm going to put 2 of these in. So we'll go, what did I say? 7.5? Scant. Let's go wherever it is on the end of this. By 6 and an 8. Oh, hi, happy Friday. Yay, it's Friday. I wish I had a stamp that made lines. I can't make straight lines, and I'm not about to sit there and draw them. So when you see my recipes written down, they'll be going downhill. That's just kind of how my handwriting goes. Okay, let's put one here. Put one here. Let's look at my Whopper box here and see what the fit's going to look like. I could probably do one more on this signature. And I can probably do 3 signatures. What paper is this paper right here? Or the paper I just cut up? This is my coffee dyed paper, tea dyed paper. This is Art House Whimsy paper. Let's do this little guy. I hate to cut any part of him off. This was a book page. I made it into a pocket that's somehow stuck together improperly. Oh, maybe I didn't. I don't know what I did with this. I might have just folded it the way I want it. Look at this chubby bear. Oh, those sea lions are super cute too. Okay, how wide is this folded in half? It's too wide. And I lose half my bear. So I do want to keep my bear there. Okay, okay. It's just going to be oddly folded. That's no problem. Okay, how do I do tea dyed paper? That is a very good question. So I have a little plastic container, or actually it's not even plastic, it's glass. Um, it's a, one of those lasagna pans. I just toss a whole pile of papers in there, 30 or 50 papers, and then I just cover it in coffee and I let it soak for a day or so. Karen McCoy in the house. I know, those handle things are such a pain. Sorry about that, guys. No control over it. And then I take it out of there and I let it dry. And I usually put it like right in front of my air conditioner and I leave it in the pile. I don't separate it at all. And as time goes by, it just dries. And in the winter, it doesn't dry as quickly, obviously, but yeah. So that's how I do it. Okay, so this page is going to be, I don't know why it wants to stick together like this. I guess I'm going to have to trim that off. I don't like it sticking together. And then I need to trim this off. So it's down to the, what did I say? 3 3/4. So I'm not losing much bear at all. You're welcome. Good morning, Nima. And I think we'll do this one right here. So there's signature 1. Aw. Fun. All right. Number 1. Okay. Let's see, I want to do number 2. Try to do these outside ones a heavier paper. but I may have to Frankenstein some together. And that's what I'll do. So I'll go ahead and trim this down to the 6 1/8. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. I use this thing to score at 3 3/4, so I know where I need to stick on the next piece of paper. Oh, wow. Okay. Six and an eighth. And I do want to trim that down just a wee bit. I'm going to trim about a 1/4 inch off of it. Just like that. We've got a Frankenstein, and it can be a pocket on the inside. There we go. So I hope everyone's well today, as well as can be expected. We'll see, that's a problem though. I should have thought that through a little bit better, but it'll still work. Okay. Find another giant envelope because I know I have multiples. Look at this. Garbage. So much. So much garbage. I don't think I want that one. Do I have another giant one? I think I do. This one here. No, I'm sorry. It is tea dyed. My mistake. I get them mixed up. These papers are tea dyed, and I use the big old Walmart brand giant tea bags for making iced tea. I do coffee dye and tea dye, and I have some beet dyed papers too. I should grab them. Those were fun. So 3 3/4. I need a little under because I want to put tabs. I'll show you the beet dyed paper. Yeah. I think this is my beet dyed paper. I think. Yeah. So I just dumped out the juice when I was making beets and soaked my paper in it. So it's a nice, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but it's a pretty nice pink shade. I think we'll use some of that in there. I haven't used any of it yet. Okay, so these I'm going to need to glue that together. Beets are so expensive, and they're kind of a pain in the neck to cook, especially in the summer, because they take a while. Okay, so I want tabs and I want these to be pockets. So I need to think about where I'm going to put my tab in relation to my pocket. So I'll put a tab up here and let me this time kind of measure my tabs so that they're the same. Let's cut this down to, that's one thing about that little cutter that I just used, which is where no one knows. It's so small, it's hard to see. Where'd you go, little guy? There you are. I guess I can just make a mark. Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll make a mark. That's what pencils are for. Yes, copy paper. And I use, let me show you the copy paper that I use. Ah, dang it, Bobby. I get this at Walmart. So it's kind of like a recycled paper, elementary. And it's not perfectly white, but zero trees cut, renewable energy, conserves water, lower carbon footprint, more 50% more paper. It's not terribly expensive. That's what I use. And let me grab a piece so you can see what it looks like. So, I mean, who cares? It's not super white, but who cares? Because anything that I use this kind of paper for is not going to be important enough to be super white. Hey, Carrie. I'm glad you are. So I'm up to making a little sort of Christmas recipe journal. Okay, I wanted to, let's go in a half an inch. Let's zero that out. This is a scrap, so what am I thinking? I don't know what I'm thinking. Hello. Really need to think these things through. All right. Let's just eyeball it. We'll put it to the edge. Put it to this edge. And then we'll put it to this edge. I don't think that's going to work, but it was worth trying. Because that's going to be too small of a tab. Oh, right in the middle is what I need to do. Okay. Okay, I get it. I get it. Yeah, so I've been collecting and saving bread and Christmas cookie type recipes on Instagram, but the problem is then I have to use them electronically and I don't want to. I want to look at something. And like I said, I have plenty of cookbooks too, but something small like this is just handier. And it's fun to look at too. Although some of my cookbooks, I have a bread cookbook. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful, all the breads. But it doesn't have any sourdough. It said we're skipping sourdough on this cookbook. You know what? I should make this into a hidden paper clip. No. Yeah, I could. I know, Carrie, we do. It's so funny. I mean, and you don't have to use your scraps. You know, the whole point of this one is it's scraps because it's a junk journal, a cookbook junk journal. Okay. So if I want to make a mini paper clip, I have to figure out what I did with my paper clips. Oh, Lord, you guys. Oh, life is crazy when you don't remember where you put things. I bought a whole set. Never mind. I'm not going to go through all that because I'm not going to waste your time looking for something I should have had handy in the first place. I didn't think about it. I didn't think I would do a hidden paper clip, but hidden paper clips are fun. All right, you know what? I'm not going to give up just yet. You might know where they are. Just grab a couple. What's this? Oh, okay. Just grab a couple here. Ugh. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to do nice heavy paper. We'll just fold. I'm going to fold this in half. And then I'm going to fold it over again. I'm going to lay this on here. And these are just small paper clips. All the way. I'm going to fold this side up. And fold this side up. Trim off the excess. Why do I have the Dragnet song stuck in my head? What happened there? You made yours like a journal with recipe cards, easy to remove and put back. Yes. Okay, bye, Peggy. Oh, that's such a lovely idea, Carrie. That's what my oldest son, for a wedding gift, I gave him our family cookbook that has been passed down through generations. And that's what I was saying earlier is that some of my favorite recipes are in that book and I don't have access to them anymore. um, I like to make able skivers, and I've always called them ebble skivers because that's what my grandma called them when I was growing up. But they are these little round, the pan is a cast iron pan and it's got 7 like divots in it, deep divots. And the pancake batter is a buttermilk batter, and it cooks up these little round pancakes, and then you pour melted butter and powdered sugar over them, and they are so stinking delicious. And I always made mine with sour milk because who keeps buttermilk? I mean, some people do, but I don't. um, Although today we're going to make some butter, and so I will have some buttermilk, and I need my Evelskipper recipe so I can make some because I'm hungry. Okay, so then this can go glued down to there, and these parts are never even really going to show. I don't like that dip so deep. Let's kind of fix that a little bit. Do it the same on both sides. I'm just going to trim that off and trim this one off. Okay. And it's got to go all the way. I'm going to go that far with it. So I'm just going to glue one side down and the other side down. I may have to trim that off shorter. It depends on how easily it wants to go on my thingy-madob. I love cast iron too, and oh, I love apple skivers. Okay, I think I want to make one of them on the blue side. Get this glued down. And oops, don't glue that part, you dummy. Do not. Do not. Pay attention. Ah. straight on there. Glue this top together so it looks like a tab, and it's actually a hidden paper clip. I've had that Evelskera pan. Well, my grandmother used to cook them in there for me, and me and my cousins. I think I want to round up these corners. Like I said, I have a big old tote here full of my punches. So sometimes it's hard to find the one I need. Let's go 7 millimeters if it'll let me. And I always do these upside down so I can see that the corner's in. Okay, so where did I put that first page? Oh no, I made it. Didn't I make an envelope page? Yes, I did. So we'll do this one on this side. And I'll decorate these pages, of course. Just want to get the signatures done. Get in there. Oh no, I think my stuff glued together. Usually I'll put a little piece of acetate in there so it doesn't do that, but I forgot. I'm doing things on the seat of my pants, friends. I'm looking for a scrap piece of acetate. I can't find one. Let's see here. I wish I knew where my little Cricut. You know what I'm talking. Oh, well, this might work. I just want to make sure my paperclip piece isn't glued down, therefore causing a problem for me. I think I might have. There we go. Just loosen it up a little bit. And do. Come on. Get on there. It's just. There we go. Let's try and get that in the right hole. That's what she said. There. Got a little hidden paper clip tab, and so there I can put a thumb notch right there. That was a lot of work. Oh, now a stand would be good. I think that's such a great idea, Carrie. I mean, honestly, there are so many things that I want to do. I have all the stuff to make a Disney journal, a Disney junk journal. So a friend of mine sent me all of her brochures and stuff like that she got from Disneyland. And then I have that Spellbinders Mickey Mouse. I don't have much else that's Disney, but I thought I want to make a Disney journal. Do I want to do another hidden paper clip, or do I want to do... See, they're kind of heavy, so I'll have to pay attention when I'm adding paper to this piece that I get it nice and sturdy. I think we'll just... No, I do want another tab. I want tabs in my thinking. I think just one tab is good for this one. Okay. All right, we're set. Okay, let's do a couple more of those blank pages with the bead dyed paper. Olden days, Carrie, how long is that? Come on. I mean, Lord knows I have enough 6x6 pattern paper that Carrie should teach me a class on making one with the 6x6 pattern paper. Get it gone. I will not go to Disney, but thank you. And the reason, I'd have to get on a plane, and that's not happening. I'm afraid of planes. I'm afraid of flying. there's that. Oh my goodness, 30 year, dude, you're not even that old, Carrie. I've been to Disneyland once, the one in Los Angeles or Anaheim. Um, that's it. That right there. Let me see, how many pages did I have in this signature? One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. 30 years. One, two, three, four. So I need two more for this signature, and then one more signature, and then I'm ready to get my cover going and do the signatures. I'll do those off away from the cover. Yeah, away from the cover. I don't know what words I want to use there. Let's make another Frankenstein one. Let's see here. See, I have bits of patterned paper that, you know, are not quite big enough for a card front. And I could use them for other stuff, but I don't really want to. So I think I will. Is one tall enough? Yes, it's perfect. Okay, fabulous. I think I will go. Yeah, and I mean, the only thing I would enjoy at Disneyland at my age would be the food. Uh, so this is already 3 3/4. So, all right, let's just make this a top page because I want to cut off that extra little label. Um, but I never took my kids to Disneyland, and I'm not proud of that. Let's do 3 inches on this piece. I want to do something that will make me feel happy. Ooh, this one's very Christmassy. What's the width there? It's almost exactly the right width. So I still need to think. I need to think. Oh, God, that's a crime. I hate thinking. Well, it doesn't have to be as wide. It does need to be the right length, but it doesn't, it can be a skinnier one. That'll work. I took him to Marine World because I lived close by in the Bay Area. That was fun. But we were more into going to Yosemite and stuff like that. Here it is. Junk journaling is messy. Tis messy. Oh, of course, Yvette. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I mean, I grew up near Yosemite, so we went there a lot as when I was a kid. Let's do 3/4 of an inch. That's we would go to Yosemite or we would go to Tahoe. That'll work. Or a place called Dardanelle, which was in the foothills of the Sierras. Yeah, food and shopping, that would be about it, right? Okay. So that can just be a little tuck where I can tuck a recipe card in or notes or something. we are just going to do a simple 3-hole punch stitch on that. All right, one more page on that one. And I don't want to do a bunch of fancy. I think I'll do another. And I think this time I will do some fancy folding on this. So I need it to be 6 and an 8. Let's grab my ruler here. Make a mark. Pencil. Okay, where's my pencil? Nobody knows. So I'll just make a little dent in it. And just fold this up. Seven fish, give or take a little. I'll glue those down later. Okay, there's the third signature. And I think we'll put it right inside of there. I mean, the second signature ready. Let's take a look. Yep, I think there's room for one more signature in here. Because, well, you got to take into consideration decorating the thing. I want one more in there. I don't care if it becomes an alligator mouth. Morning, Judy. Yeah, I'm just going to do a simple 3-hole pamphlet stitch because, well, it's simple. But a lot of times I like to do just an elastic closure. You know, elastic bands. You guys, my printer finally finished. It takes hours to print on my printer when I want to do high quality, but look at these old people. I'm so excited. Look at this lady. Yes, they're all so happy. Look at those. Isn't that bear so cute? And I love this dragonfly. These are a little wide to go in this book, but I'll trim them down or I'll make them work. I will make them work. In fact, one of these, I think, can be a signature page. I think so. Yes, ma'am. Okay. I need a new blade for this thing desperately. I have a couple, but I have no idea where they are. That's the story of how I roll. I just really want this little bear and I want the dragonfly. So let's see how badly it sticks out before I trim anything other than the white space. I just like these because they trim nice and straight. So we're supposed to get like 28 degrees Monday night. I'm so excited. Yeah, it's going to be way too wide. It's not going to be way too wide. It might be okay if I use it as an outside piece, like so. Oh, yes, ma'am. Lovely. Morning, Christy. Yeah, the flat trimmers are great. Like, well, first of all, you can cut a big length, and I have, God knows, way too many trimmers. So we'll make this a page on signature number 3. We'll make it an outside page. Okay. This one looks perfect. It's going to be neat. It's a little bit wide, but it's not too tall. Oh, it's a little too tall too. Okay, no problem. Yes, they're printables. I go to this place called Art House Whimsy, and I shop there, and they're kind of spendy. So just keep that in mind. But I feel like I get good value for my money on printables. So this needs to be about 3 3/4. Just trim a teeny bit off here. And I have places in my heart for AI art, and I know this is AI art, and it's beautiful. However, I I have respect for somebody that creates these, but it's so machine created that it really doesn't take as much talent and dedication as it does if you were a painter or an illustrator and you were to draw this yourself. So, sometimes I feel some kind of way about it, but at the same time, like for my greeting cards, I like to put the work in. I do. I like it. But for journals and stuff, they're fabulous. Why do you need so many paper cuts? Paper cutters, because you do. I have a big swing line guillotine. I have this one. I have that one you saw. I have all the Tim Holtz one. Never mind. Let's just don't go there, Carrie. We're just gonna stay away from that. Okay, let's do coffee dye page or tea dye pages again. Although I kind of want the pink. Kind of do. Kind of do. Oops, don't come apart on me there. And this one is breaking down the little thing doesn't want to hold anymore. It comes loose constantly, which makes me nuts. And I have the one like this that is from Spellbinders, but it doesn't have a bottom edge to trim on, and I like to use the bottom edge. So, wow, wow, wow. 6 1/8. Okay. You only have 8. Oh, 36 in Delaware. Oh, Lord. I like it. I'm pretty sure Mike and I are the only people in the world that love cold weather. We don't love snow. Don't get me wrong, and we don't get snow here in Alabama very often. But, a good 40 degrees during the day. I feel comfortable baking all day. I like to bake. I like to cook. I like to bake. So, there's that. Let's do another envelope page. Where's those chunky envelopes? Here's one. Oh, it's got another one. Okay, let's start by gluing it all together. Where's my glue? Here it is. You're right, maybe. Okay. Okay, Carrie, enjoy. Yeah, I think that was me too. Just the quest to get just the right trimmer, the one that, has that sweet spot, and I haven't found it yet. I have a what's that company with the orange logo? I can't think of it right now, but they're known for cutting things. Fiskars. I have a Fiskars rotary one, but it's got a weird, I don't know, some weirdness about it. Okay, fold that in half. Oh, I know. For you guys in San Diego, I get it. I get it. My grandson lives there right now. He's in the military, in the Marines, and I'm sure he's loving it. Let's go a little shorter than 3 3/4 so I can tab it. Exactly, Carrie. You have to have the right one. Like I use my Tim Holtz rotary trimmer exclusively for chipboard because it is just a miracle worker on chipboard. All right, let's see if I can break down and try and make. I'm not going to do another hidden paper clip. I'm going to do. Oh, why didn't I think of this in the first place? I'm so dumb sometimes. Okay. Maybe because it doesn't want to cut that small of a space. Oh, okay, it does. I didn't notice, but oh yeah, and I have this Sizzix trimmer too. The one that I cannot figure out how to do the envelopes on. I just can't wrap my head around that shape. What happened here? That is not what I want. Okay, come here, you. I didn't go deep enough in. Oh, I see what happened. It moved on me. There we go. Okay, yay. You know what I think I'll do? This one, I think I'll make little pockets. Little itty bitty pockets. Because why not? Let's round those corners though. Do a little 4 mm. I like tiny things. Hi, Kristen. Good morning. Good to see you. This will not be a hidden paper clip. Though I might do a couple more of them just while I've got all my scrap out, just to tuck here and there. The more things to hold things down, the better. Plus, they're fun to decorate. Okay, this was going to go. Figure out where I need it. I guess right here will work. Bum, bum, bum. Let's get it straight-ish, straight adjacent. So my sourdough starter is kind of being a jerk. It's my first one, so I know that, it's going to take, there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve. But it's taking a long time, and I'm hungry for sourdough today. Although I have some in my fridge because that's almost the only kind of bread I eat. I do not like soft bread. I need my bread to have some chunk to it. Yes, grab that trash, my friend. Okay, and ba-da-dum-bum-bum, ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Let's see, where am I? I'm here. see this page right here. Okay, that's right. I was gonna say, how did I get that too tall? But I remember this one is shorter. It's still gonna probably stick out too much. We'll see. Let's put them inside the Whopper box and test. Ah, I'm just gonna have to trim off a little bit, which makes me sad, but unless I change my mind and put that in this, I don't know why this signature is so much thicker, but it is. And then the only other recourse I have is to lengthen this. And I definitely could, or I could just leave it. I don't really want to leave it. But I don't want to cut that off either. Just a Brad, huh? Isn't that gorgeous? Thanks. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to extend this. So I'm going to need, since I stole that page from here, I'm going to need another one, which is going to be you guys know me, it's going to have to include a cat. Be this guy. Isn't that a gorgeous dragonfly? I agree. Oops, sorry about that if I made a loud clang in your ear. So I'll be live tomorrow on Lynn's channel for Crafty Fun with Friends. And then I'll be live here on Sunday for our KCC monthly live hop. This one I can trim a little bit off from. It won't hurt my feelings. I just didn't want to lose any bit of that dragonfly. Let's do this. Let's fold that in half. I know, isn't that the happiest looking cat? I had a cat like that, Muffin. He died last year. Well, this year actually. Muffin, and he would smile like that. He was a tuxie, but he would look like that every time you pet his head. He would just lift his head and just be such a happy little guy. What kind of dog is that? Sorry. Intermission for bug smashing. Oh yeah, you've got a lot of family stuff. And I mean, I've been missing him too, mostly because I've just been busy doing my meal preps and stuff like that. Um, just to make sure that this chubby girl doesn't starve over the winter. Okay. Well, make up my mind. Do I need to extend this or not? I kind of do a little bit. Yeah. Okay, no problem. How will I want to do that? Think, because it's going to need to be pretty sturdy. Um, um, I'm stuck now. I'm just not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to create pockets and stuff for these guys. Although maybe I'm going to do that inside once they're inside, but I do need to like deal with these envelopes and stuff like that so that so that's going to make it thicker, obviously, because I'm going to be covering these with paper. So for instance, maybe this one. Make a little mark right there and then trim that off. probably should have trimmed off a little bit more. No, we'll be fine. Okay, be fine. Scallop border on these pages here, you mean? Uh, or on this guy right here? See, I have plenty more of this type of material. I save all the cereal boxes. I'm really bad, you guys. I'm really bad. Oh, laundry. Yeah, this is some scrapbook.com paper. It's that autumn paper that you saw me use for the sheet load. It's from that paper pad. Get that as straight as I can. Make sure it's glued down everywhere. It needs more glue on the edge here. So now that's sturdy enough to hold a paper clip to clip a recipe to. So I could decorate that entire page if I wanted to. Is there enough left? Only if I did a Frankenstein. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Nope. How that's so crooked. Ooh. Kind of like that. Definitely has a 70s vibe. Yeah, I'm gonna make the cover bigger, Carrie. So yeah, maybe a scalloped edge. Lace, I could put lace on it. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do lace. I'll worry about that when I come to it. We're just about done for today. I'm doing intermittent fasting and now I'm starving. That would be pretty. Although vellum doesn't glue well, so ooh, not vellum. Okay. What do we have here? There we go. This is some not too shabby paper. You don't want to use this side though. I'm not much into skates, but I'm definitely a grungy. And so you're probably thinking to yourself, well, why bother using envelopes if you're just going to cover them? Well, because it's fun. Okay, I can't find my pencil, so I'm just going to grab another one. And when I clean up, I'll have 8 pencils to put away. Morning, Margie. Gosh, laundry is my nemesis. I absolutely hate doing laundry. I don't mind doing the laundry, I just don't like putting it away. And notice I'm not doing any inking here today, just because it just takes too much time. I'm not trying to make this grungy. Because Lord knows I'll be getting fingerprints all over it. Flour and water and who knows, chocolate. The cookbook that one of the cookbooks I have is a cookbook from the 1930s. It was my grandmother's and my mother's, and it's got on the fudge page, it's got little fudge fingerprints from my mother when she was a little girl. So it's very, very, very precious to me. Very old cookbook. I know. Just fluff it up one more time and one more time. In the winter, though, we don't mind because it stays cold downstairs. Um, we live in a tri-level, and those things are just impossible to heat and cool properly. I'm going to put one of these happy ladies on here. I can't help myself. Maybe the happy guy. I love her, though. Let's do her. This by no means has to be perfect, but I like to get them pretty close. That's why I like this trimmer, because you can see what you're doing. Once I get this cut out, I'm going to ask you if you recognize this person or who it might remind you of. I can't think of it right now, but it reminds me of someone. One of us crafters. Not. Oh, okay. The girl from 49 Dragonflies. I don't remember her name. Anyway, that's who that reminds me of. So we'll do a little collage over here. Because remember, I want to reinforce this, especially where the hidden paper clip. That's not a hidden paper clip. That's a little pocket thing. Okay. So I don't necessarily need to reinforce that. Let's just collage a little stuff on here. And I don't need that to be. Yeah, no kidding. She's gonna have pumpkin pie, and I don't know if you guys saw that meme last year or how long there's a meme been around of what it sounds like when she says pumpkin pie. Just cracks me up every time. You guys know I like to laugh. That's laughing is my thing. 7 to 10 days. Yes, ma'am. That's it. It's having to put that stuff away. Well, I mean, if you've got your kids and your grandchildren in the kitchen with you, Yvette, then yeah, those a lot of recipes will be committed to memory. And I don't use cookbooks for actual cooking, only baking. And like candy make, only scientific cooking. So everything else that I cook from the heart. Chili, spaghetti, all the things. Hi, Pam. But any kind of baking and stuff like that that requires science, I can't remember. The only one I remember is the Toll House cookie recipe, and because I've known it my whole life. The only thing, sometimes I forget whether it needs 1 or 2 eggs. Happy lady. Uh, where did I put? Oh, they're all here together. Got some little Christmas sayings here. Oh, I like that. Blessed is the season which engages the whole world in a conspiracy of love. I love that. I am going to use that. And these are from I don't know if you guys were with me last week when I was saying it. Where did it go? Here we go. That I thought someone sent me these things. I bought them and forgot that I bought them. And they just sent me a reminder to download them. So I watch places, and these I think are from Sweet Pea Curiosities, these Christmas words. I forget. Oh, I want some tamales now, Yvette. Oh, yeah, high altitude. I was thinking about that when we're looking at maybe thinking about doing some canning. I'm thinking about doing some canning. Um, oh, shoot, it doesn't quite fit. Okay, no problem. And I don't know how to make tortillas by heart. Mm, yeah, I want tamales really bad now. I want to make a bunch and freeze some. Yeah, definitely it needs to be cooler weather here to make tamales. And we have, like a big pressure canner, um, and stuff like that because Mike made them in the instant pot before and they were good, but I don't know. There's something about just smelling them all, for those hours that it seems to take them to cook. Okay, what happened here? Mm, maybe I'll leave that like it is. I got too close to the edge and I can't scooch her over. Will she scooch? No, I'm just going to have to live with it. Okay, so there's the inside of that. Oh gosh, which signature did this come out of? I think this one. Okay, we'll just put it right, plop it right there in the middle. See, it makes them much thicker when you've done it that. um, oh yeah, I want to make a thumb notch here. So now it's a nice hearty pocket. Eyeballing the center. There we go. I may do something to that maybe after it's put together. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So, what time is it? Oh gosh, I've gone way past. Do I garden? I try to. So, I like to grow my own herbs for sure. Um, and we do have garden space, but nobody maintains the garden. I'm the first to admit that. And so, what happened, like last year, I had a beautiful herb garden, and Mike said, "Let me just put a couple of tomato plants in here. Please don't plant tomatoes with my herbs because he doesn't tend them. And I don't like tomatoes growing, they bite. Um, so his tomatoes killed my rosemary, they killed my oregano. My cilantro did great. My sage was amazing. Make the tortillas with lard or yeah, absolutely. The Manteca brand. Yummy. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, lace. Let's see what I have here. That's too big. I don't have but just a bucket full. I have this. Don't want that. It's too it's too something. Something more like this. There we go. Okay. I need to straighten this out. I have no time to do anything, it feels like. And when I do, I'm too tired. And all I want to do is watch TV. Okay, make it a little extra long. When did the Whoppers get faces? I don't know. I never noticed that. Getting ideas, Carrie? You could take that little one of those emoji things and make a giant Whopper card. Mmm. For Valentine's Day. A big old chocolate ball. Mmm. I didn't clean this. It still smells like chocolate, and I'm not mad. Shouldn't a cookbook smell like chocolate? Get off there. That was a great idea, Carrie. Thanks. I'm glad you were here. I think you said a scalloped edge, but this is scalloped, right? Yep. Well, I finished what I was binging and I loved it and I'm sad it's over. And now I've run out of things to watch. And so I watched Little House on the Prairie. Whatever. Don't judge me. What was I watching? I've already forgotten what I was watching. Oh, Orphan Black. Gosh, that was good. Oh, I loved it. I'm pretty soon a new season of Stranger Things will come out, but it'll probably be stupid. Sometimes when they make you wait that long. I've watched Outlander more than once. I think maybe going on a third time because, Jamie. Yeah, I love Orphan Black. It is such a trip. I like stuff like that. Although it will give me nightmares, I still watch it. And it's not like they're nightmares like clones are coming after me or something like that. Just oddball stuff that, psychological stuff that may not have anything to do with the show, but because I was so intensely watching it, it brought out the psycho. Yeah, Jamie. That's one word. And then I could actually, when I put the inside papers, I can make them a little bit longer to kind of support that lace. Such a great idea. Because now, oops, you know, does anybody else just start screwing with stuff before it's dry? Messing up. I just cannot help myself. And partially lost my sticky. This is probably not the best glue. This is the PVA book glue, but I don't like working with that clear Beacon 3-in-1 or that whatever it is because I can't. It's so hard for me to squeeze the bottle. And a friend of mine sent me these little Sugar Bell bottles. I can't find them. You guys know me. I lose everything. Poldark. What's that? See, I need a new binge. I tried watching Nurse Jackie, but it just didn't. And it was blah, meh, meh. It was meh. Oh, Rip and Stick. Yeah, true. Wonder where it is. If you saw this room, between junk journaling and card making, like my floor has all my design team project stuff, in their own respective piles that still need to get worked on and can't get put away. Plus, I have the two totes that I showed you guys on one of my Thursday nights of stuff I've never used that I need to use. And I'm putting them away as I go, but they're still quite full. Yeah, tape would have been a better idea. Okay, I love PBS. I do. I don't think I have seen Sherlock with that cute guy that had a drug problem. Who is it? Gosh, I hate getting old. I've watched the Enola Holmes. I really like that. Um, what is that kid's name? Was he one of the Brat Pack? I don't recall. All I want to do is just trim these off. And I have to decide what I'm. Okay, I already know what I want to put on the cover of that, but I have to cover it as well. These are so pretty. Where is that cake? Right here. So it's not a cake. I think it's like a pin cushion, but it looks like a cake. Benjamin Cumberbatch. Okay, I know who you're talking about. Benedict? Is it Benedict? Or okay. Yeah, Iron Man, that guy. Is it? Mm, I, for the life of me, can't think of his name. I love his eyes, though. He has good eyes. Nice to look at. He's nice to look at. I hold no illusion, but he's very nice to look at. Don't have any control over what I dream. Uh, Stick, you little booger. It's because it's fabric. See, I'm going to put paper over it, so I'm not too terribly worried about it, but I just want it to stick long enough for me to trim off this excess. Can you just cooperate for 2 seconds? All right, let's get, obviously, I need, remember the Christmas journal? I have lots of leftover paper. Where is that? Oh yeah, I like. Maybe just the cursive one. I don't want to wreck my little ballerina just yet. Yeah, isn't that Robert Downey Jr.? Thank you. Somebody can think in here. I honest to God, I'm not a stupid person, but my brain sometimes disagrees. I need something to go here. So this is going to be, we're going to call it an inch. An inch, an inch. Long enough. I'm looking for scraps here. Oh, this. Okay, idea. I have an idea. Let's go. I'm looking for a cutter here. Here's one. So let's go 2.5. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball. Okay, that'd be pencil number 2 that I've lost, where I need to score. We'll see how this paper does after it's been scored, huh? I think I need my longer scoreboard. You know what I need to do? I need to make a Sharpie mark right there. Let's see if my pencil will. No, I better not do that because then when I score, I'm going to end up with a pencil mark. 8. Okay, let's see. How far is that in? It's about 5/8. Let's go with 5/8 and see what we get. Okay, bye, Carrie. Thanks for coming. You guys see it? Here it is. Yep, 5/8 looks about right, give or take. See, this one's further in. I don't know. Let's see what we get. Oh, don't do that. Oh, perfect. Okay. Cool beans. Yeah. I'm not as fast at this as Bitty Penny is, so sorry. Oh, Margie, I don't know. That came from Crafter's Companion. I got it on from HSN years ago. It has a style or a thingy that goes here, and it's Scott Metric. It is Sarah Davies. Is that her name? She had a special on it. It's a little bit okay. It's a little bit too. I need to fix that score. Let's just give it a little bend here. It's a little bit too wide, but I can't tell how much too wide till I bend it over. Let's just go in another 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You need a line in this thing. I don't have a Sharpie in here, or I'd make one real quick. Let's see if that's any better. I'm going to end up wrecking this whole piece of paper if I'm not careful. Okay. I think it'll be fine. I think it will be fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down, and then I'm going to call it a day because I want to wait for that glue to 100% dry. So I'm just going to glue down the center. And like I said, I've been doing some kind of a little bit of intermittent fasting, and so I'm starving. So now I get to have breakfast. So I'm just gluing the middle part down, and I'm leaving the edges open for now because I don't know if I'm going to tuck the next layer underneath. So we'll work on this again next week, and then that should be done. And then I'm going to try and find my Disney stuff that my friend sent me, my friend Pam. Um, I mean, I sort of know where it is, but I'm not 100% sure. So I don't know that I'll work on this during the week or not. See, I want to be able to bend this around so that it fits on there nicely. But if I keep messing with it while the glue's wet, it's going to be a problem. Going to be a problem. Maybe. If I just... See, I keep messing with it. Oh, do chair yoga. Have fun. Anyway, thanks guys for coming to hang out. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up on your way out if you want to. And come back and see me on Sunday. You can come see me tomorrow on Lynn's channel. I think we're doing pick, skip, or craft. I can't recall. This is going to be perfect. Love it. Dang it, where's my pin? Only God knows. I certainly don't. Anyway, take care. See you around the rooms, all the things. Bye.